Now I'm going to mention some honors and gifts that have come to the school. Again, this is just a few of many. I could spend, I'm not going to speak for the whole hour, but I could spend a lot more than an hour going through the many different honors that have come to our faculty. I get to have the pleasure of hearing about a new one pretty much every day, and that's really great. And I'll talk about a few of our larger gifts. First, a lot happened last October for faculty honors. Mary Klotman, Chair of Medicine, was elected to the Institute of Medicine. And at that same meeting, Dan Blazer from Psychiatry received the very prestigious Walsh McDermott Medal from the IOM for his distinguished service over many, many years. Also in October, Mike Kasten, Executive Director of the Duke Cancer Institute, was inducted into the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, a very high honor. Blake Wilson, you saw his photograph before in the context of the Engineering School's 75th anniversary celebration, received the 2015 Russ Prize from the National Academy of Engineering for, and this is really absolutely spot on, engineering cochlear implants that enable the deaf to hear. I hope that the lecture that he gave recently was recorded, and if you have time, you should watch it, because it's quite an amazing story about how he persisted with other colleagues over many years to solve a problem that many thought was not solvable, to truly enable people with profound deafness to hear. Holly Lisenby received the 2014 Eva King Killam Award from the American College of Neuropsychopharmacology. I don't know if they could add one more piece to that name. It doesn't look quite long enough, which is a great honor. And Sam Katz is going to receive the 2015 Maxwell Finland Award for Scientific Achievement from the National Foundation for Infectious Diseases, also a very big deal. We had 3 faculty members this year elected as fellows of the American Association for the Advancement of Science: Chris Counter from Pharmacology and Cancer Biology, Bruce Sullinger from Surgery and Director of the DTRI, and Fan Wong from Neurobiology and Cell Biology. Also, I'll mention just 2 important student honors. Rajvi Mehta, a medical student, and a team that she assembled of medical students and undergraduates won $55,000 as the grand prize, plus some other smaller prizes wrapped up in there, in the 2014 Duke Startup Challenge. It's a really big deal for a medical student to win the Duke Startup Challenge, but they have a very exciting project where they distribute an iron-rich snack bar, and I would like this even if iron wasn't my field, to in underserved communities in India, with the goal of preventing iron deficiency anemia, which is very common there. Their NGO is called Let's Be Well Red. And also I want to mention that Rokita Sloan, a PhD student, received a 2014 SAMI Award for her service as president of the Duke University Boucher Society and many other contributions. I'll mention, Bill, you thought you were going to get away without seeing your picture. I'll mention some staff awards. Anna Brodeur in the Office for Faculty Development received the Susan B. Clark Award this year. It's given to an administrative professional who demonstrates dedication to the institution's service to others and great personal character. And then 3 of our staff members from 3 different units received Duke University-wide meritorious awards for their outstanding service: Eileen Farkas, Terry Jones, and Russell Lippard. In terms of gifts, it's been a good year. We're in the Duke Forward campaign, as you know, more than halfway through. I want to let you know that Elizabeth Harden and Richard Hofer, both physicians, added $5.5 million to their planned estate gift for the Duke Cancer Institute, bringing the total to $8 million. We received a $1 million bequest from Dr. William Spencer for the Duke Heart Center, and 2 anonymous estate commitments from other alumni, $6 million for endowed scholarships, and $1.25 million for unrestricted support. The estate commitments, while it sounds like they might be far out, are tremendously important for us. I think that most of the very large gifts that have come in that were very, very helpful to the school during my time, not all of them, but probably the majority, have been estate gifts that somebody thought about and planned on years back. So I hope that we'll be able to continue to bring in those kinds of gifts for the future. We received more than $15 million from the Marcus Foundation to support the work that Joanne Kurtzberg and Jerry Dawson are doing in using cord blood cells to try to treat autism, stroke, and other brain diseases. $2.5 million from the Nan Duke Trust for the Department of Surgery. $3 million from Alice and Fred Stanback, who have been great friends both to the School of the Environment and also the Cancer Institute, for the DCI Cancer and Environment Initiative. Almost $2 million from the Children's Miracle Network for pediatrics, and $1.5 million from Gerhardt and Ruth Kless to support a neuro-oncology professorship.